Tommy Robinson is on a tour of the United States trying to warn America for what is not coming to them, what has already arrived, because he's seen the blueprint in the UK. He's actually needed to leave the UK because his life is under threat. And he has come with all of the clarity and the plans of the Islamists who take over the United States. He's in Texas talking about what's happened there, and it's insane. And if you are one of those people who has woken up and realized that Islamification is already here, then this video is for you, because not only does he name the blueprint and their plans and how they're doing it from what he learned back home and what he's seeing now in the United States, he also reminds us of the hope and what America is doing to stop it. This is exactly what you need to watch if you're worried and you want to make a change. Welcome to The Pushback. I'm Meira, your host. This is a video almost unlike no other. It will give you so much information as to what's happening, but most importantly, how we resist and fight back. So hit that subscribe button. Press like, comment, do your thing, share this with somebody, and let's watch Tommy Robinson, because guys, this is really, really important.
I try to sound the alarm about the Islamification of this country to great extent. And it's hard because it's hard explaining to people who haven't experienced the pain yet. I'm very excited to welcome to the show someone who actually has, who understands what is happening here in America because he saw it happen to his home. Tommy Robinson, a man who needs no introduction.
Can I just say that this is an important thing to understand, that fear and memory are intertwined. It's only really possible to be afraid of something that you have some sort of innate memory and understanding of, which is why people who have experienced terrorism or Islamification are out there sounding the alarms, and people who haven't don't really believe it to be true. This is why it's so important for people who come from countries that have been Islamified to come and speak out and warn people who haven't yet experienced it.
What made you decide to come to Texas?
To see the start of what's developing in America. I've gone to the huge mega mosque, which it has to be called a mega mosque. It's huge. Yeah. That's bigger than many mosques we have in the UK. We have a big problem.
Really?
And I obviously looked at Texas, 330 mosques now. 5 years ago, you had just over 200. I'm looking at the increase, 50 mosques in the last 2 years. The growth, I've seen this. When I was born in 1982 in my hometown, there was one mosque. There's now 45. So I've seen what comes with that. And I've gone to the mosque just to check it out. And as I've gone to the mosque, we've obviously been told we're not allowed to film, go away, security have all come out. And then I've looked at the surrounding shops where they built a halal market city. And I've gone into the shops just to see the change in face of, this is what people need to understand is, if you're outside of Texas, you're outside of Plano and you're not seeing what's happening here, you can't ignore this because it's come into your town. Mm-hmm. It's here now. So as I went through, I walked into the first shop. I said, hi, is every bit of meat in here halal? Yes, it is. I said, can I get some non-halal? No, you can't. Went to the next shop, it's all clothing for Muslim women. The next shop, it's all Arabic and Islamic symbols. The next shop, so all the shops. Now, at the end of these shops is a big Christian church. That will not be a church for long. And then I've gone and met, I've met a lot of, whether you call them influencers, YouTubers, commentators, politicians since I've been here, but I wanted to meet some everyday Americans who are affected by this. Mm-hmm. So I met a young lady today, Abby, who has no influence, has no show, she's not an expert, she's not political, but she's seen the change in face of her community. Mm. And her grandmother's from this area, and then her mother's from this area. She's now fled this area after facing harassment and targeting by Muslim men. Now, she broke down today on camera.
This is in Texas, guys. This is in the United States. This is not a UK story. This is Texas.